Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa, Best Life Lee. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I created this really pretty updated fall table centerpiece. I was at a local boutique this past weekend and I found some beautiful dried flowers with some eucalyptus, and I wanted to create something by using this candle container. I thought that this would be a beautiful vase. So what I did is I wanted to take the candle wax out of the container. And so your vessel for your candles will typically be able to handle heat because you're burning a candle in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in some boiling water, bring this pan of water to a boil, and let the wax get soft and loosen up so I can just dump it out. These are the dried flowers that I picked up. They have eucalyptus, which smell incredible, and all these beautiful fall colors. So I'm going to put them in this candle container because I think it will make a very beautiful vase. So you can see that the wax starts to melt, and this started to melt pretty quickly once the water came to a boil. And I'm not going to let it just completely melt. I want to make sure that it's, loose from the sides. So when I see that it is loose from the sides, that's when I know I'm going to take it out and just basically dump out the wax from the vessel into the trash. So you can see that I just dumped it out in there and it comes right out. And all I'm going to do is take a paper towel and wipe all the remnants of the wax. And that's really all you have to do. There's no washing. You have to be careful, of course, because it's been sitting in boiling water. So the vessel is hot. And so I have my handy dandy Temptations mitts here, these pot holder mitts, and you could basically pick up something that's on fire and it won't burn your hand. I don't know if I'd go that far, but they're really, really great. So in any event, I just make sure that I get all of the wax out of the vessel, and it now has become a beautiful vase for me to use in my centerpiece. And I like the muted pink because I think it will go very nicely with the muted blues and cream colors and pale yellows of the current centerpiece that I have with all of my pumpkins. So let's go over to the table and let's get started on setting this up. So this is the current centerpiece with all of my pumpkins. I did this in a prior video, so if you want to see that, I can link that above. But I'm just going to take this all out of here and get this tray nice and cleaned off. And then what I'm going to do is I have to cut down my stems because you want to make sure that it's not too tall. You got to make sure that it fits in your vessel nicely so that it looks good. You can't just pop it in there. You have to trim down those stems. So right now it's going to take me a few tries to get it to the exact size that I need it to be. So I'm going to be quiet here for a second while I take you through the process of cutting down these stems. So I pretty much have it the way that I want it. And as you can see, I really did cut it down pretty good. I'm gonna take a little bit of this eucalyptus down a little bit more because you can see that it's kind of sticking out. And you don't want to play with your dried flowers too much because they are delicate. They can easily fall off of the stems. So you do have to treat it with a little bit of care. But I am going to take a couple of these stems down a little bit because the eucalyptus needs to be trimmed. And that is a little sturdier than the rest of the dried flowers. So I don't have too much of an issue cutting that down. But here we go. We have it at the proper height. And I'm just going to get it positioned in there the way I like it. And it looks really good. And I'm really happy with these dried flowers. And as I said, I got them at a local boutique. I went in a surrounding town next to me, and the woman had some really cool things. And I really fell in love with this bouquet of dried flowers for fall. I love the pink and the yellow and the muted tones. So I am going to try to decorate around this vase of dried flowers on the centerpiece of my table here. So let me just get this all cleaned up and we will get started. Now basically the first time that I did this, I just put all of my pumpkins back. I really didn't do anything special with it. I just kind of refilled it in with my pumpkin, so you can see that. But if you notice at the beginning of the video, it looks a little different. So I'm just gonna take you along with how it came out the first time and show you that. And then at the end of this video, I will show you the actual finished product of what I ended up doing to get it to where I'm actually really happy with it.
It's funny how it all played out. Broken dreams seldom get realized. For me, you were a part of life that escaped and left me outside.
So this does look good. There's nothing like dried eucalyptus. It just smells so good, and I really love to put it into my home and add that kind of fresh scent to the air around my home. So there's nothing wrong with the way this looks. I felt like as the week went on, I felt like I needed some more something else to pick up some of these colors and to give it a little bit more there on the right side where I just have all the small pumpkins. But yeah, this is how it came out the first day I did it. And I'm going to show you now what the ultimate end result is. I went down into the basement and pulled out a couple of the fall things that I wasn't using, like that welcome friend sign and that little bouquet that I had picked up when I was in Ohio. And I really love how the yellow in that flower picks up the yellow in the sign and the yellow in the pumpkin off to the opposite side. And so I really love how this came out, and this will take me through the rest of the fall season into Thanksgiving before I get into my Christmas decor. So thanks for coming along with me, guys. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.